Am I the asshole for not giving my baby his father's last name? I, 22F, had been dating my ex, 23M, for over 6 years. We found out we were, unexpectedly, pregnant this past November. We had already planned on getting engaged after graduating college. He proposed when I was 3 months pregnant. I kept attending college pregnant, so I was on my own most of the time. Despite only seeing each other weekends due to school distance, 2 hours away, our relationship had always been great. We had our ups and downs, but we always respected and prioritized one another. He lives at his parents' house, but I had my own place in my college town. We planned on moving into an apartment together, and we did. We bought everything from utilities to furniture and had started to furnish the apartment. However, we decided that it would be best to officially move into it once I graduated. Fast forward to graduation, I expected to move back into my hometown in our shared apartment. My BD had other plans. He had told me we needed to have a serious talk about our relationship. Here, at 9 months pregnant, he told me that he no longer had romantic feelings for me and that it would be best if we co-parent. When I asked him how long he had been feeling this way, he had said that it had been over a year, which infuriated me. That meant that so much could have been prevented, from the baby to how much money we had invested in building a home together. I still don't understand why he didn't say this sooner. He expects us to be on good terms, but I am finding it difficult to do so when he won't even check up on me or has not really looked after me throughout my pregnancy. I've had to do everything alone, and now I have to learn how to be a first-time single mom. We also had to move out of the apartment, which sucked being that all our stuff was already there. My family and friends are just as confused about this situation as I am and believe there may have been infidelity, although I have no proof or have ever suspected there to be. He doesn't answer text messages or calls and has taken me off social media, but claims he wants to be involved in his child's life. After reflecting on his actions, I have considered using my maiden name as my baby's last name instead of his. I feel like I deserve to have my last name as my child's last name more than he does. I have been through my whole pregnancy on my own while going to college and living on my own, and now I will go through labor on my own and be the main provider for my child after he is born. I have not let my BD know about this, but I feel like I am being petty for considering this. So am I the asshole if I don't give my baby his father's last name? Comments from netizens. Comment 1. Not the asshole, give the baby your name. If nothing else, it will simplify your life. Doctor's appointments, school registration, paperwork, and traveling with matching passports. All easier with matching names. There's also future relationships to consider. What happens if you marry? Now the baby's name doesn't match you, or siblings and LO may feel ostracized from the new family unit. Douche Canoe X will have to get used to it, and to be honest, I don't hold out much hope regarding his future involvement with your child. He's a dishonest coward incapable of a conversation, willing to string you along rather than face up to reality. He's already failing to step up, so it's reasonable to assume he's going to slither off once things get hard, and with a child involved, hard is unavoidable. Make all decisions to directly aid you in your future life, baby's name, who's in the delivery suite with you, etc. His import can be secured through a courtroom. Don't hand him a damn thing. Only concern yourself with your own and baby's needs. He can handle his own. Don't accept any responsibility for satisfying any of his needs. His needs are his problem. Comment 2. Not the asshole. The ancient custom of taking the father's name has had no value beyond custom for a long time. He lied to you and refuses to have anything to do with your pregnancy. Exactly why should he have his name attached to your child? He won't follow custom. Why should you? Replay 1. It's not really an ancient custom, and all Western naming-style babies used to have the mother's name. Babies born to unmarried mothers were given the mother's name, and babies born to married mothers were also given the mother's name. It just appeared that the baby had the father's name because the mother by custom would change her name after marriage. Unmarried mothers started giving their babies the father's name because they thought it was more prestigious and didn't mark the baby as illegitimate, but that didn't stop deadbeat dads disappearing on the kids and leaving the mothers with an admin problem where they didn't look related to their own child on paperwork and got called Ms. Dad's last name themselves to match the kid. Comment 3. Not the asshole. Logically speaking, giving your baby your own last name will actually make a lot of legal things easier for you. My mom had a lot of issues when we traveled only with her because she kept her last name after marrying my dad while my siblings and I had our dad's last name. All documentation was always questioned because of the different last names. Since you'll be the primary parent, give your baby your last name. Also, it sounds like your ex used you to afford stuff in order to move out from his parents with the help of your money. Make sure to add his name on the baby's birth certificate and try to get as much child support out of him as you can. Hire a PI to track him down if you must and sue him in small claims for the cost. He doesn't get to screw you over. Comment 4. Use your name as your child's surname. There is nothing that says your child needs his name. You do what you want to do. And get a lawyer and get child support and a proper co-parenting agreement. Cut him out of your life except for what is necessary. Yes, I can be 100% sure he has someone else and has moved on. But you have a child to raise here. Get support from your family and friends and move on and be the best mom you can be. You got this, girl. As a mom, I will tell you, the first 6 weeks are just awful. a bit of a nightmare, then it improves. After about 3 to 4 months it gets easier. But just get as much help as you can those first weeks. You will not realize how tired you can possibly be. It can be a very distressing time and you will need support. Good luck to you. And I will say, although you won't see it now and you are in the right royal pickle, this man is not worth being in your life. Lucky you found out what an immature, rotten pric asterisk this is now and not in 3 years when you have another child to birth. Once everything settles, you will realize you have actually dodged a bullet. Comment 5. Not the asshole. All unmarried mothers should give their child their surname. It's always possible to hyphenate or change the name to the father's later on if he sticks around or you get married. But if you do it the other way around and give the baby the father's surname and he fucks off never to be seen again, you'll have a hell of a job getting your child's name changed to yours because you will need the absent father's consent and the child will be stuck with the relic of the name of the father who abandoned them. Your ex-boyfriend plotted for a year to blindside you. Even before you were pregnant, he knew his feelings had changed. There is a strong possibility he is going to dip out on you and the baby. But even if he doesn't, he's someone you can't trust because he made you waste a ton of money on an apartment he knew was going to fall through. As a goodwill gesture, you could give the baby the father's surname as a second middle name, e.g., baby middle name Smith Jones, who goes by Baby Jones. This way, if he did try to take you to court to change your baby's name, you can show the judge that his name is already represented, but given that you are the primary caregiver, it makes more sense for you and baby to share a surname. Make your ex argue why his surname should supplant yours. He won't have a good argument for it. And at the same time, you can take him to court for the child support he'll owe. A judge is very unlikely to make you change your baby's surname unless you've given them an offensive name. The most you will be asked to do is hyphenate. But if the baby's legal name already contains the father's surname as a second middle name, the judge might well leave it alone entirely.